Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Gershon here. We're going to continue our suffix work this week, and we're working with suffixes en, ize, or ify. These suffixes, adding on to the base word, normally causes that word to change into a verb, meaning an action word. I'll write that here for you. So it changes the base word into a word where it's an action word, to be or to cause to be. So in our bold words up here, we have fright, which is an adjective. So frighten means to make somebody scared. Then we have capital, as in a noun, a capital letter. But when we add ize onto the end, we have a verb to actually capitalize a letter. You're doing an action. And then we have class, which is a noun. It's a thing. You can put things into different categories or classes. But to classify means to actually sort things into their certain classes. So that would also be a verb. I'm going to go through and read the words to you. And then we'll go ahead and take a look, because some of your base words have a little bit of a spelling change when you add the suffix onto the end. And then we've seen this kind of spelling change before. So let's look at our first column. We have frighten, civilize, diversify, meaning to like change things up, sweeten, visualize, simplify, harmonize, or to bring together, and summarize. Then we have capitalize, straighten, symbolize, falsify, meaning telling something in a false way, lengthen, energize, forbidden, and apologize. Then we have classify, analyze, meaning to like really look at something very, very closely, dampen, idolize, meaning you look up to someone or something, maybe an item also, but normally a person. Beautify, purify, meaning to make clean or to make pure. Memorize, and mistaken. So you will obviously sort these words this week by their suffix, but I do want to point out some spellings here. Some of our words normally end in a Y, but you're dropping that Y in some of them. Or they're ending in a vowel like E, and you're dropping that vowel and you're putting an I onto the word. So like it's interesting because we have with your IFYs, your base word is simple, so it ends with an E. Sorry, I'll make that a P. Ends with an E, but you're getting rid of the E and you're adding IFY to turn it into a verb. What else do we have here? Let's see. Oh, falsify, same thing. False is F-A-L-S-E, but you're dropping that and you're adding I-F-Y, because it would look, pretty silly if you had F-A-L-S-E-I-F-Y, those two vowels together there. I'll erase that for you so you have the correct spelling. And let's see if any other I-F-Y words. Classify does end with an S, so that's, one of those that you don't have an E on the end. Let's see what else. I think, pure, P-U-R-E. You're dropping that, is the base word, you're dropping that E and you're adding I-F-Y. Now we also have some words that normally end with a Y, and you're changing it also to an I when you add on the suffix. For instance, let's see, we have harmony, that's our base word, and then you're dropping that Y and adding I-Z-E. Summary, for summarize, that ends with a Y, you're dropping that Y and adding I-Z-E. Let's see. Energy, for energize, you're dropping that Y. Apologize is spelled apology with a Y at the end. You're dropping that Y. Memory, as in memorize, you're dropping the Y. And I think that's it for that. We do have an oddball that does not drop the Y and add IZE for those IZE words, and that would be your word analyze. It's keeping the Y, which in most of these words, if you have a Y, you're dropping the Y and you're adding an I. All right, if you have any questions about any of the words, please raise your hand and I will come around and help you. Happy sorting.